inspiration. And we've been talking about a series on the power of your subconscious mind. And we talked about the manifesting, and then we talked about the believing it, and then we talked about the receiving it, then we talked about the achieving it. Now today, we're going to get more deep within your treasure that lives within on the inside of you when it comes to the power of the subconscious mind. And there's two types of men. There you have the magnetized man and the demagnetized man. Now let's just talk about the magnetized man. Now basically the magnetized man is the man that thinks above and beyond and broad, whatever he could ask for or imagine. He's one of those men that has a high level self-esteem mindset to where he believes beyond. He's one that can manifest things forward and that can believe in the power of the subconscious mind within the manifesting. And like I said, when you manifest it, you pray and you meditate, and then once after that you receive it, then you believe it, then you achieve it. But the magnetized man is the type of man that can do all those things. He believes above and beyond, no matter what nobody tells him that he can or cannot do. He's going to go above and beyond and do it and accomplish it at all costs, or no matter what he has to do to accomplish that task that he's trying to accomplish. But now on the other hand, when you look at the demagnetized man, that's the man that doesn't believe. He don't believe that he can achieve higher than his expectations or higher than his education that he has or whatever, then within his mindset. He has a different type of mindset in his belief system. Like I'll give you an example. You look at the magnetized man, and this is the man that always strives to live the good life and always tries to do all he can to be rich, to live the life of fun, freedom, and fulfillment in the best way that he knows how, and gets all the knowledge that he needs to self-educate himself so he can do that as well. But if you look at on the other side, and that's why one man stays rich and another man stays poor, because it's all within the mindset. Now you look at the man on the other side with the poor mindset, he thinks with his conscious mind, but the demagnetized man thinks with his conscious mind, but the magnetized man thinks with his subconscious mind. So that's why one stay rich and another one stay poor, because the poor man stay poor because all he believes is that he can be is poor. He doesn't believe that he can have a whole lot of money. He doesn't have the drive to go out and do what it takes because he's been listening to his conscious mind way of thinking. He's never been able to tap into his subconscious mind way of thinking like the magnetized man has been able to tap in to his subconscious mind way of thinking. So therefore, he rises higher and above, and that's why he stays at the level that he is in life, to where he stays rich, to where he has a lot of money, because he believes that he already has it. He's able to manifest it and bring it forth, and then he works hard to go out there and achieve it. Whereas the demagnetized man, he just sits there and accepts where he is and believes that he can't go no further, and he doesn't strive to try to get any further. And that's the difference in the magnetized man and the demagnetized man. The demagnetized man thinks with his conscious mind way of thinking, and the magnetized man thinks with his subconscious mind way of thinking. So that's what elevates him higher than everybody else. And then if you look at all the things, the way it's all within your thinking pattern process as to how high or how low that you rise within the power of your subconscious mind way of thinking. And that's why I say the magnetized man, he gets a lot higher than the demagnetized man, because of the simple fact that he believes more. He believes that he can achieve more. He believes that he can go out there and do more. And then, like I said, versus the demagnetized man, he doesn't believe. He's one of those persons that, like how how they tell you, okay, this is all the education you have, and you're not going to be able to go no further in life, and you got this job right here, and you just might as well accept this job because you can't do no better. You know, you're not smart enough. You know, you don't have what it takes. You don't have the education. That's the demagnetized man. Those are all the things that he tells himself. So that's why he stays where he at. That's why he stays poor. But now the magnetized man tells himself, hey, you know what? I'm going to go above and beyond this. I'm not going to accept where I'm at because this is not where I want to be. This is not where I want to be in life. And I know that I can move higher. And I know that I could strive for higher in life and get to a higher level in life. So I'm going to do all that it takes. And that's the difference in between the demagnetized man and the magnetized man. And then say, for instance, when it comes to the same way with the magnetized man and the demagnetized man, when it comes to relationship. Now, a magnetized man will do all he can to keep his relationship together, to nurture, to do what he needs to do to take care of his wife. When problems arise, he'll do everything he needs to do to solve the problem. He'll work it out. He'll say, hey, let's sit down, let's talk about this, let's do this, let's do that. But now if you look on the other hand, a demagnetized man, he'll be the man that's ready to throw in the towel. He'll be like, you know what? I've been dealing with this for so long and I don't want to deal with it no more. And I'm just going to give up. He'll be the one to give up, and he will not stand there and fight for what he wants, you know, for what it fight for that relationship. But now the magnetized man will fight for that relationship to work, will do whatever he needs to do. If he's the one in the wrong, he'll admit to his wrong and say, hey, I promise you I'm going to do better, baby. But now the demagnetized man, he'll be the man that'll say, well, you know, it's all your fault anyway. If you hadn't did whatever you did, I wouldn't have been doing this. I wouldn't have been this. It wouldn't have been that. But he will always look for the scapegoat, the easy way out, because he don't like a battle. He don't like to stand in there and fight for what is right, for what he wants in life. He'll give up. You know, the demagnetized man is a man that'll quit first, but the magnetized man is a man that'll never quit. He'll keep moving on strong to achieve whatever he has achieved in life. So when we look at these two types of men, when we look at the magnetized man and the demagnetized man, we have to realize that the treasure house that's within inside of us is inside of the magnetized man, because that is your subconscious mind. That is the power of your subconscious mind thinking. When you think, when you're willing to hang in there and fight, when you're willing to do whatever it takes to achieve whatever you need to achieve. So this is where our thinking pattern process needs to be, is on the subconscious mind way of thinking and not the conscious mind way of thinking, which is the demagnetized man that'll give up when times get hard, that'll throw in the towel. But now the magnetized man, he will not throw in the towel. He will do everything in his power that he has to do in order to make something work or in order to achieve something. Whatever he set out to do, he's going to do it. Because the thing is, with the magnetized man, he has already adopted the power of your subconscious mind. So he already sees himself already living in the now, in the situation of whatever he's trying to accomplish. And that's why he's not going to give up. He's going to keep on moving on strong, keep going strong until he gets to the point to where, you know, he can reach that goal that he's looking for. But if you look at the magnetized man, they can easily talk him out of it. All they got to do is just say, hey, man, I know this idea won't work. And he'll say, man, you know what? I've been at this job for 15, 20 years, and this is all I ever been doing. You right, man. I'm not going to even try that. And he'll be easily talked out of it, the demagnetized man. But the magnetized man, he won't easily be talked out of it. He'll sit back and tell you, you know what? You may not believe in me, but I believe in myself. And I'm going to go out here and accomplish whatever I've set out to accomplish in life. And that's the way we should be in life. We should be like the magnetized man and use more of our subconscious mind way of thinking than just our conscious mind way of thinking, and be able to have a belief system to where we can elevate ourselves far and beyond the level of where we are in life to where we can get to the next level in life. But it's all within here. It's within our belief system and our subconscious mind way of thinking. And if we learn how to communicate on the level of our subconscious mind way of thinking, now we can realize why so many things go the way they do in our life, because it's your thinking pattern process. You know, you have to look at it like this. Whatever you conceive in this head is what you achieve. You know, if you conceive that you're not going to be able to make it, then you're not going to be able to make it. If you conceive that you're going to make it and you're going to be rich and you're going to strive and make and make whatever you want out of life and be whoever you want to be out of life and live the lifestyle that you want to live in life, then you can live it. But you got to conceive it, and then you can achieve it. But it's all within the thinking pattern process of your mind. That's the reason why I say it's very important that we understand the power of your subconscious mind. See, we was born with a subconscious mind when we came on this earth, but we didn't know how to use it because we was programmed with our conscious mind. I'll say that again. We was born with a subconscious mind when we came on this earth, but we didn't know how to use it because we was programmed with our conscious mind with the things that all our parents told us growing up. Hey, go to school, get good grades, graduate with honors, go to college, get a good job. And that's the way we thought it was the way to go to where we could live that lifestyle of fun, freedom, and fulfillment. But then when we started adapting into our subconscious mind way of thinking, we said, wait a minute, there's other ways that I can make a living. I can self-educate myself and I can make a living. And I can make a living way better through self-education than I can book education. But we didn't know that when we was growing up. But we was born with it, but we didn't know we had it because we didn't know how to tap into it. So what I'm saying to you this morning is that learn how to tap into your subconscious mind way of thinking, and now you will see how much more your life improves. Because the thing is, you may think that your life is not improving because it's you, but no, it's not you, it's your thinking pattern process. You have to have, in order to get to the next level in life, you have to have a different thinking pattern process. And that different thinking pattern process is thinking with your subconscious mind and not your conscious mind, because your subconscious mind is the one that takes you above and beyond and way broader than whatever you think or asked or imagined for. And when you're thinking with your conscious mind, then that's the magnetized mind and not the demagnetized mind of the man. And you got to know the difference. And the way you distinguish the difference is you change your thinking pattern process. Now, I'm not saying that you're not human and you're not going to go back to the conscious mind way of thinking, and it's not going to come back up. But when it does come up, you have to learn how to elevate your thinking pattern process higher than that conscious mind way of thinking and think more on your subconscious mind way of thinking, because that is what gets you above and beyond the level of where you want to be. But if you don't learn how to use the power of your subconscious mind when it comes to thinking, you're never going to get higher to the next step, because you're going to be stuck in your conscious mind way of thinking, and that is the demagnetized type of man and not the magnetized type of man. You know, just like if you look at it like this, say for instance, if you had a magnet, and the closer you got that magnet to that metal, the more it would stick. That's what magnetized is. Magnetized means something that gets inside of your head and it sticks, and you start to tap into the power of it using it. And that's the magnetized man in the self-conscious mind way of thinking, because he elevates himself within that thinking pattern process of using the subconscious mind way of thinking. Now, the demagnetized man is one that's trying to stay far away from that thing that's going to attract him, because he's been programmed. He's been programmed with his conscious mind way of thinking, and therefore, you know, he doesn't believe nothing else. Can't nobody tell him nothing else. He's set in his ways. You know, there was a saying that says that sometimes when old folks are set in their ways, ain't nothing you can do. But that's the same way when a person is set in his ways of using his conscious mind way of thinking, there's nothing you can do. There's the only person that can realize the change or how to change the way that they thinking pattern process goes is that person. You can talk to that person over and over and show that person this and that, but if they're set in their conscious mind way of thinking, there's nothing you can do. But, excuse me, excuse me again, you have to realize yourself, what mind do you want to think with? Do you want to think with the magnetized mind, or do you want to think with the demagnetized mind? And the only way you can distinguish that yourself is that you have to do inventory within yourself and say, hey, I've been thinking with my demagnetized mind for X amount of years, and where has it gotten me to? And if you've been thinking with your demagnetized mind for so many years and it hasn't gotten you nowhere, then now it's time for you to start thinking with your magnetized mind, which is your subconscious mind way of thinking, and adapt a different thinking pattern process. Because the subconscious mind, your subconscious mind way of thinking pattern process, excuse me, is a thinking pattern process that's way above and beyond the normal. So when you're tapping into your subconscious mind and you're manifesting all these things forward, and you're believing in all these things, and you're receiving all these things, and you're using in visualization to see all these things inside of your head, it may seem weird to you, but trust me, you tapping into, when you start to see in visualization of pictures inside of your head, say for instance, if you want the big house, and you manifest the big house in, and you start to see a picture inside of your head of you sitting on that couch watching TV in that big house, just like I'm sitting here in this chair, that is when you have tapped into deep within the power of your subconscious mind. When you can visualize pictures just as if they are a reality today. And that's how you tap into your subconscious mind. But like I said, the treasure, your treasure lives within you, your treasure. Like I said, we was born with a subconscious mind way of thinking, and that's our treasure that lives within us, but we just have to tap into it. You know, we just have to stop being the demagnetized man and become the magnetized man and tap into our subconscious mind way of thinking so we can get what we want out of life. Because what we don't realize, everything that you want out of life, the answer to you getting it is inside here. I'll say that again. Everything that you want out of life, the answer to you getting it is inside here. Now, what do you mean by that, Greg? I mean by the power of your subconscious mind way of thinking. If you are able to tap into your subconscious mind way of thinking, the power that it has, you will be able to achieve anything in life that you want. No matter what it is, nothing is unreachable to you in life if you can tap into the power of your subconscious mind way of thinking. But you got to tap into it. So that's what I'm saying. You can't continue to be the demagnetized man. You got to find a way to become the magnetized man, to where you can tap into your what you want. Because that's why they always say using visualization. When you pray on it, meditate on it, and then once you meditate on it, then you receive it, and then once you receive it, you believe it, you achieve it. But those are the steps. But it takes a lot of work and process to get to those steps. And you have to use in visualization and know that those pictures are already inside of your head. No matter what you're trying to manifest forward, you got to tap deep within the power of your subconscious mind in order to manifest it forward, to bring it to reality. But if you cannot tap deep within there, then you're not going to be able to bring certain things to reality. You're not going to be able to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. A lot of people wonder, well, hey, why am I not getting ahead in life? But check out your thinking pattern process. What are you thinking about? What is inside your head? What are you bringing forth? What are you speaking for? What are you calling for? You know, what are you manifesting for? What are you praying for? You know, just like they say everybody prays, and they say everybody prays at certain types and times. They say a lot of people pray when they're in trouble. You know, a lot of people pray when they want to bring something forward real bad. But let me tell you this, prayer is a good thing at anything. I pray each and every day, whether things are good, whether things are bad, whether I'm happy, whether I'm sad. I pray each and every day. You know why? Because I thank God for allowing me to see another day. And I know if I thank him for allowing me to see another day, I know he's gonna bless me with a good day. I know he's gonna bring forth the things in my life that I'm praying for, that I'm meditating on, that I'm hoping for, that I'm wishing for, because I'm going to God when things are good. See, a lot of people don't get the blessings that they want out of life because they only pray to God when things go bad. But see, what we realize, we should pray to God 24/7, no matter what the case is, good or bad, because each and every day that you wake up and you open your eyes, that's another day to be thankful for. So that's enough to pray for. So, you know, but I don't want to get into too much religion but I'm just saying you should thank God. That's just the norm. Any normal person on this earth should know that each and every day that they wake up, it's a blessing to see another day, because a lot of people didn't see it. But like I said, the power of your subconscious mind, and we talked about the magnetized man and the demagnetized man. So this is how we have to look at this particular situation. If you want to elevate yourself to the next level, to the next higher level in life, then you yourself as an individual, you need to find out how you yourself as an individual is able to do what it takes to be able to elevate yourself to that level to where you want to be in life. But only you can find that out and can figure that out. That's up to you. That's up to you and your knowledge that you gain, the power of your thinking pattern process. But I can tell you right now, if you have to learn how to tap into the power of your subconscious mind and pattern and the way of thinking in order to even bring it forth. See, a lot of people, I'm sitting here talking about, you know, the conscious mind way of thinking and the subconscious mind way of thinking. And a lot of people are like, well, what's that? What the conscious mind way, your conscious mind way of thinking is the way that you was programmed, is what your parents taught you growing up. It's not your fault, but that's the way you was taught. Now your subconscious mind way of thinking is how you self-educate yourself to learn the necessary things that you need to learn to elevate yourself to the next level within changing your thinking pattern process along the way. Because you cannot adapt a subconscious mind way of thinking without changing your thinking pattern process. That's the first step in adapting your subconscious mind way of thinking, is that you got to change your normal thinking pattern process that you have right now. So, like I said, I just like to thank each and every one of you all for stopping by my morning inspiration this morning. And God bless each and every one of you all. But I pray that you know the treasure house is within you, and you know that you can tap into that treasure house that's within you because you was born with it. And it's called the power of your subconscious mind. And you just need to tap into it, and you just need to know how to tap into it. And I can tell you right now, if you want to get deeper in depth into it, it's a great book that was written by Bob Proctor. If you want to look him up on YouTube, but it will help your mind be able to tap into so many different things that you didn't even know you existed or had inside of your mind, or you didn't even know that you could bring forth, you know, those type of things out of your mind into reality. But like I said, tap into it. But I just want to thank each and every one of you all for stopping by by my morning inspiration this morning. Again, my name is Greg Young, coming to you live from Davenport, Florida. But just remember, your treasure house is within you. It lives within you. Inside of you is your treasure house. But you have to figure out how to tap into the power of your subconscious mind so you can bring that treasure house out of you. And just remember, there's two types of man, which is the magnetized man and the demagnetized man. And the magnetized man is the power of the subconscious mind way of thinking. And the demagnetized man is the power of the conscious mind way of thinking. So which one do you want to think on? Which mind do you want to think on? Do you want to stay on the conscious mind way of thinking the way you was taught? Or do you want to be able to tap into the magnetized man, which is the subconscious mind way of thinking, to where you can move and elevate yourself far above and beyond where you are today? So I just like to thank each and every one of you all for stopping by my morning inspiration this morning. And do me a favor, like, comment, and share on this video, because I know that there's somebody out there that needs to understand the power of the subconscious mind. And don't miss tomorrow, you know, and I love each and every one of you all, but I'm going to continue my series on the power of your subconscious mind. And I'm going to get deeper and deeper in depth of the tapping into the mind and how you do it, and the steps that you have to take, and the things that you need to do in order to create that thinking pattern process. So once again, my name is Greg Young, coming to you live from Davenport, Florida. And if you're going to work this morning, drive safe on the highway. If you're once you get to work, work safe. If you're working from home, do it with a positive mindset. Make sure you tap into your subconscious mind way of thinking. I challenge you this week to tap into well, tomorrow's a new week, but I challenge you starting from today and all next week, try to find a way to tap into your subconscious mind way of thinking, and try to use your subconscious mind way of thinking pattern process, and see if it creates change in your life. See if things starts to happen different in your life. You know, try that what I was saying, the praying, the meditation, and then, you know, the manifestation through the meditation and prayer, and then believing it and receiving it and achieving it. Try that thinking pattern process of the subconscious mind and see how it works out for you. But once again, my name is Greg Young from Davenport, Florida, coming to you with this morning inspiration. And I'd just like to thank each and every one of you all for stopping by this morning to listen to my morning inspiration. And I truly hope that it was a blessing and it resonates within you, and it helps you to be able to make better decisions throughout your daily walk of life. So I love you. God loves you too. And thank you, and goodbye, and have a blessed day.